Can a mindset shift really take you from scraping by to running a 7-figure real estate team? You are about to find out. Most agents think it's about hustling harder, working longer hours, taking more calls, or chasing every lead like your life depends on it. But what if that's exactly what's holding you back? In this episode, we are breaking down what actually transforms a broke solo agent into a leader of a high performing 7-figure team. And spoiler, it's not hustle, it's systems. Systems that don't just add efficiency, but create a business that grows with or without you. You will discover the real life stories of agents who made this shift, the step by step processes they implemented, and the costly mistakes they avoided. We will reveal why working harder eventually stops working, what the top 1% of agents are doing differently right now, and systems that power $1 million teams across the country, and how you can apply these lessons to your own business starting today. If you are tired of the grind with little to show for it, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will see exactly what's been missing and how to fix it. But first, ask yourself, if hustle was enough, wouldn't everyone be scaling by now? Let's talk about the turning point. The moment struggling agents realize that hustle has limits. Lisa, 2 years ago, she was making cold calls 7 days a week, drowning in follow ups and burning out fast. Her income was stagnant, her schedule was a chaos, and she was constantly reacting instead of leading. If that sounds familiar, then she made one shift. She stopped chasing every lead manually and started building systems, automated lead routing, structured follow up plans, and daily team huddles. Her role changed from an operator to a strategist. Within a year, Lisa went from a solo agent to leading a 7-person team, doing over 5 million in monthly volume. And the best part, she was working fewer hours and not more. So what changed? She realized that to grow, she need leverage. Leverage time, leverage talent, and leverage tools. Instead of being everywhere all the time, Lisa focused on being in the right place at the right time, powered by systems that worked behind the scenes. This is the mindset shift. Stop being a technician in your business and start being an architect of it. Because if you want to scale, you cannot just build more, you have to build better. So, what happens when you stop sprinting and start scaling strategically? Let's bust one of the most persistent myths in real estate, that working longer automatically means you are earning more. Here is the truth. After a certain point, more hours do not equal to more results. In fact, they often lead to burnout, inconsistency, and stalled growth. Take Marcus, for example. He prided himself for being the first one in the office and being the last one to leave. He was doing all the things: cold calling, open houses, writing offers at midnight. But despite that effort, his income had flattened. The breakthrough came when he started to asking a better question: what actually moves the needle in my business? And he began tracking his deals, where his deals came from, and realized 80% of his income was coming from 20% of his activities. That changed everything. Marcus automated his follow-up emails, delegated low-value tasks to virtual assistant, and focused solely on relationship building and negotiation, the high-impact work only he could do. Within 6 months, his income jumped by 40%, and he was working 20 fewer hours a week. The lesson: it's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most and letting systems do the rest. So, how do top teams actually put these systems into place? So, what do top performing real estate leaders actually do differently? They don't rely on willpower or memory. They rely on systems that create predictability. Let's take Elena, a team leader who scaled her business from 3 closings a month to over 30, as an example. Every morning, her team logs into a centralized CRM that shows each agent their leads, next steps, and conversion metrics. This is not guesswork, no chaos, just clear, actionable tasks. She runs a 15-minute daily huddle. It's fast, focused, and keeps the team aligned on goals and obstacles. Each week, they review KPIs and adjust strategy based on performance and not gut feelings. Elena also used templated email sequences for client communication, automates appointment reminders, and has onboarding processes so new agents ramp up quickly. So here is the key: these systems didn't just help her grow, they freed her from micromanaging. Her team operates smoothly even when she steps away. This isn't about tech for the sake of tech. It's about creating a rhythm and accountability. And no, you don't need a fancy platform. Even a well organized spreadsheet and consistent team rituals can be a game changer. But if systems are the secret weapon, why do so many agents still struggle to implement them? So, what stops agents from getting systems in place? The biggest issue: trying to scale chaos. Too many times, new agents jump straight into action without setting the foundation. No clear client onboarding process, no consistent follow up process, no defined roles if they have a team. It's like trying to build a house without a blueprint. Take Jake, for example. He hired two agents to help him grow, but didn't give them structure or training. Within 3 months, both left, but leads were not organized, expectations were not clear, and the results were messy. Here is the truth: no matter how talented your team is, without systems, they cannot succeed. Another common mistake: avoiding metrics. If you're not tracking performance, calls made, conversions, pipeline progress, you are leading blind. Most agents think systems mean bureaucracy. That's what kills creativity. But the opposite is true. Systems give you the freedom to focus on what matters most: relationships, vision, and leadership. So let's not forget mindset. Many agents delay system building because they think they are not big enough yet. But that's actually backwards. You don't build systems because you have scaled, you scale because you have built systems. So it's also common to get overwhelmed. You don't need to overhaul everything at once. Start with one process. Maybe it's your lead intake. Maybe it's your listing presentation. Maybe it's your follow up workflow. Then improve it, document it, and delegate it. Each step you standardize is one less fire to put out. And the fix is to start small, but start right. Document what you do daily, turn it into repeatable steps. That's your first system. Then remember, every high performing team you admire started with chaos too. They just decided not to stay there. But if you are wondering, will these systems actually work for me? Let's look at some real world examples. So, do these systems actually really work in the real world? Absolutely. Let's look at few stories. Take Jenna. She was doing actually okay as a solo agent, closing around $8,000 in commissions on average a month. And she constantly felt overwhelmed. She started with just one change: implementing a CRM that automated follow ups and tracked her deals. In 6 months, her income more than doubled. Then there is Alex. He resisted systems for years before he thought that would actually slow him down. But after losing two big deals due to poor follow up, he invested in tools and created daily task flows and client touch points. Now he leads a 5% team and they just had their first $100,000 month. These are not unicorns. These are agents who got intentional. They stopped guessing and started documenting. Then let's also look at Maya. She was a high performing solo agent, but felt stuck. Instead of hiring randomly, she designed her hiring and training process. In a year, she built a 6 agent team with built in accountability systems, and they just hit their first $1 million quarter. The beauty of systems is their flexibility. Whether you are solo or scaling, you can start where you are. The principles are the same: clarity, consistency, and accountability. You don't need expensive softwares to get started. Even a Google Sheet with deadlines and automations can completely change how you operate. Systems are not one size fits all, they're custom blueprints for growth. So, yes, these systems work, but they only work if you do. If you are willing to stop reacting and start designing, the path is wide open. Now, the question is, are you ready to stop winging it and start building something sustainable? So, here is the truth: real estate success doesn't come from grinding harder, it comes from building smarter. You have seen the stories, you have heard the systems, and hopefully you have started to see what's possible when you stop reacting and start leading with intention. Whether you are a brand new agent or you're running a small team, the blueprint is the same. Stop guessing, start documenting, and build with systems that scale. No one builds $1 million business by accident. It takes strategy, clarity, and consistency. But the good news, you don't have to figure it out alone. If this video sparked even one idea for how to level up your business, imagine what you could build with focused action and a little bit of structure. So here is your challenge: pick one system to create this week. Just one: lead, intake, onboarding, follow up, whatever feels the most chaotic right now for your business. Fix that and rest gets easier. And if you're ready to take your business seriously, if you want more tools, strategies, and behind the scenes insights from real 7-figure agents, then do this: hit subscribe, give this video a like, and turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning. Let's build smarter, let's scale